You know what I found difficult over the years
Mhm.
sometimes is the burden that Black folks carry in the healthcare industry of erasing the ignorance of our counterparts.
Mhm.
You see somebody, you see a sister doing this. Well, I know what the hell that is, you
Mhm.
know, but
Yeah.
they think she's crazy.
Yeah.
So now I got to explain this and break it all the way down.
Mhm.
And oh, but you after you do that 10 times a week, 100 times a month, or whatever the case, sometimes it gets a little tiring. Do you ever feel like like you get frustrated with that?
I think as long as you're having I think that's an opportunity to actually engage. So I see it
Mhm.
the opposite way. So even though there are definitely things like cultural humility, being informed in regards to aware of different cultures, these things aren't uniform depending on where you are in your environment. And I
Mhm.
try to take every opportunity as opportunity of engagement. So if there
Okay.
is like a conversation like we talked about earlier, hey, like what's going on in Philly? Well, what do you mean what's going on in Philly? What are you hearing? And it's that kind of opening those doors. And so anytime I can get a conversation going to engage someone, that's I see that as an opportunity for engagement. I kind of see that on a different. If you're curious enough to ask about it and listen, that's an opportunity for me to inform you and teach.
And it's a little different though, coming from
Mm.
a doctor. You know, when a nurse is speaking to another nurse, that other nurse may not really listen to you. When a doctor is speaking to another nurse, that other nurse really doesn't have much of a choice.
It
So
depends. It depends. I feel like I think that could be a two-sided type of argument. I think that depending on what that doctor looks like,
mhm,
kind of definitely kind of can shape how information is received.
yeah,
Depending on what that person is, like some people you're just not going to reach, and that's just what it is.
facts.
You can talk to them until they square in the face all day, 5 years, and it's just kind of where they are. Your job is to really kind of reach those people who are kind of in the middle. Like they just aren't, they just don't know, kind of curious, kind of going off what they've been known, but open,
Mhm.
open to learning. So certain people like you're not going to reach, like that's like wasted energy. But your job is to really kind of transform and kind of see how you can navigate to the people who are maybe in the middle, more of a kind of making more moves.